Welcome to the Best 5-Minute Wine Podcast with Forrest Kelly.
We continue part 2 of our interview with Melanie, winemaker at Cana Vineyards in Middleburg, Virginia. Let's talk awards. Big awards.
The Best 5-Minute Wine Podcast.
Yeah, I have. The most exciting one was in 2022 when I won our Governor's Cup. So that is our competition for all Virginia grown fruit and made wine. And we're at a place in the state now where we've got about 300 wineries and there's about 700 submissions to that competition. And it's been a lot of the same top wineries winning for a while. So I was a little bit of a disruption when I came onto the scene in 2022, but I love that. That's kind of how I operate. And yeah, that was the hugest honor. That was the biggest one.
Well, you missed the lead. You hid the lead story there that you were the first woman to win the Virginia Cups competition in modern history.
Yeah, this is true. So that was a big deal, you know, when we were talking and working on the promotion for everything. So we had the Virginia Wine Marketing Board, which is an office from the state here that really supports and promotes our industry. And we had a Zoom call to start talking about everything. And I asked them all, I'm like, who was the last woman that won? And we all looked at each other and no one could call it. So that was pretty exciting. That was definitely a big one.
Well, you can give yourself a round of applause and say neener, neener. I also didn't mention that you are a woman-owned winery, that the winery is classified as woman-owned?
Correct. Lisa Petty is the current owner of Cana Vineyards.
So is that do you feel that when you come on the property, or it's just business as normal?
I don't know. I think some people know it, but I don't know if you feel it. I think the big thing you feel when you come on the property here, at least I hope, and is what we're going for, is we're really welcoming, you know, accepting kind of place, right? You're not going to walk in and feel like I have to know a lot about wine and I have to dress up really nice and I have to do everything proper and do everything right and feel uncomfortable to be here. You know, I personally, and thankfully it's on board with everybody's mission here, that I feel like wine should be accessible. Wine to me is food. It's you know, our work on the farm to produce this product. It shouldn't be something elitist far away in the sky that's hard to understand. I mean, everyone can take what they want away from something they're drinking.
Just to rewind just a little bit. So Middleburg, Virginia, now, is it correct? Middleburg is less than 1,000 people live in the city? Or is it even a city?
Oh, it's not a city. Yeah. I don't know how many people live out here, but we're a horse country, Virginia. So we've got big, beautiful horse farms in a cute little downtown.
In doing some research for this interview, I found that Virginia's weather has been described as Goldilocks climate. Never heard this term before, but it's not too hot and not too cold, and that Virginia is officially considered a humid subtropical region due to winter frost. So tell me about some of the obstacles that you have when it comes to weather.
So Virginia, and I would say probably most of the Mid-Atlantic, is a challenging place to grow grapes. I mean, there's a lot of us doing it, and I think we're making great wines, but we're working our tails off for it. We fight so much humidity, and that's our biggest beast out here, right? Because the disease pressure is often always high because of that. We deal with too much rain, the opposite of what you guys see out there on the West. We have a lot of rain, a lot of moisture that we deal with. And it's hot, especially here where we are. The heat is paired with that humidity, and even at night, it doesn't cool off sometimes. So you might get that beautiful diurnal shift. Out here in the East, it cooled down tonight. It's 80 degrees. And, you know, that makes it a challenge, especially when you want to have enough acid coming in with your fruit. So yeah, it's not an easy place to grow grapes, but it definitely works if you do.
In the property, I see where it's 43-acre farmland. When the customer comes in, are they coming right on it? Can you set that scene of what the property is to the viewer when they come in?
Absolutely. When you're coming to Cana, you'll be driving on Route 50, which is the biggest east West Road, around here by us, and you'll drive up the drive depending on which direction you're coming from, and the vines go almost all the way down to the road. So you're going to see the vineyard immediately. You'll drive up the hill towards the winery. So the acreage that's planted under vine is about 7.5 acres, and it is all on a beautiful south-facing hill in front of the building.
The best 5-minute wine podcast.
Don't forget my favorite part.
Please like and follow.